up with these crow's feet, but I ain't losing no sleep. I reckon I'll be okay, they show that I am OG. Yo, ask my little homies, they follow so they know me. I'm with the O-plate, I live inside your phone screen. I live and die the nosebleed, gravel rash on both feet. These actors need to go away, I bash them with a low beat. Try smack me, you will OD, and we all know you're phony. Your tracks be getting no play, like nah, don't touch my Sony. I've been praying to the rap gods, they blessed me with this tablet. Steady drinking beers and doing burpees in a tank top. If Spotify don't pay me for my plays when this track drops, I'll quit rapping and have a crack at a bank job. Yeah, I grew up with the bad mob. 6'1",
Oh my
6'3",
God.
Hemi Hill,
Holy
have
shit.
knobs.
It's
They
the
can fight
Finding.
till
Hell.
the blocks.
It's the Finding
Just put the cash in
podcast.
the bag.
Halloween edition.
Oh,
We're late. We're late to the party again.
we are late to the party. It's the Findings podcast. I'm your Pink Bunny host. My name's Pink Bunny host.
Pink Bunny host. I'm your black cat. Other host.
Wait, what are you? I can't.
Banana bread.
Oh,
I need to make. Oh yeah, black. I'm a cat. Black. Okay. And Jay, what are you? I can't tell because the top portion of you is blurred. The cock
Banana.
on your head is blurred.
I'm a
Banana.
yellow volcano.
He is an Asian volcano. He said.
and if you all
Banana,
stuck around
baby.
this long, I want you to vote in the comments. Who's got the best costume? Everyone stand.
Well, you got to get the full kilter here.
I can't. There's too much shit.
Oh damn! Look at that. I got like a tight sternum.
I
He's a
don't
thin
expect
nanner.
to win. These boys came in hot. With
How
their
did your
costumes.
guys' Halloweens go?
You want
I
to go
did
first,
it-
Jay?
It wasn't even like anything. I didn't do anything. It was exactly the same as all my other days.
You didn't take your cats trick or treating?
Wow.
I watched Black Mirror,
Oh,
the movie
I love that
episode,
show.
the long one.
Or is it the
It
one
was-
that you can change how it goes? That one?
Like the interactive?
The interactive.
No. So this one was.
Well, that's
this
enough
chick
out of
is
you.
Like,
Just kidding.
no, this chick is like a really good person, but then this weird devil dude shows up and he's like, the world's gonna end if you don't make 3 sacrifices, and he convinces her to kill people, and I won't ruin it, but it gets dicey as fuck.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
That
The
sounds
Foundlings,
wild.
if you haven't watched Black Mirror, go watch it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ton of amazing episodes.
Very
Black
popular
Mirror
show. You probably
and a
have
tight
watched
little
it.
shirt.
But if
Oh,
you
wow.
haven't, yeah, definitely don't sleep on that one.
Don't sleep on Black Mirror.
Jasmine and I started catching up on the Chucky series. I touched on it a little bit last time, but we're in the Halloween mode, so I figured we could talk about it a little more.
Let's talk about it.
So
Wait, talk about the Chucky series?
yeah, and I
Okay.
don't want to ruin it, but
Please don't.
it has a really cool way of kind of like wrapping all of the movies into it, even like the more
Weird.
silly ones, and like, but it brings back a lot of the lore from the old ones and everything. But basically the premise of the new one, like some kid who is just socially awkward, like not a lot of people like him, his cousin doesn't like him, all this stuff, but he ends up finding a Chucky doll at a yard sale, ends up being the Chucky, you know, but they go at it slow again like they used to, where they kind of don't just have him like all snarky right at the beginning and obvious, and
Yeah, I like that.
it's just kind of like sneaky, like, oh, the
That's
maid
good.
just fell on the knives in the dishwasher all standing up. How did that happen?
Yeah, and my stepsister got stuck in the dish or the dryer.
Yes.
Is that the same thing? I forget.
I think that was your brother, actually, who did that.
Well, hard to tell. I don't
Anyway.
actually don't have a brother.
It's
case.
kind of hard because I really don't want to I really don't want to just spoil that whole show, so it's kind of hard to talk. But if you
But
guys,
no, that makes me want to watch it.
yeah, if you watched any of the Child's Play movies, Bride of Chucky, any of these, give it a shot. It's a good one. It's on Peacock, probably other places.
Cock, he
but
said cock. That's a strike, right? Oh shit.
no, that was
They
an
should
early
do
strike.
a porn mag called Child Plays for pedophiles.
God damn it. I knew where you were going.
No,
All right, man.
they
Scrap
shouldn't.
the podcast, scrap the show. We got to start fresh. Jay, just because you're wearing a condom
Doesn't mean you can
banana
be a
flavored.
dick, right?
I got a couple.
See,
Dude,
you know
I
where
got
was
a
going with
couple
that.
mock magazines drawn up. If anybody wants,
I've
to
seen your
check it.
drawings. I don't think we should put them on the podcast. Or what did I say? Padcast? It's a padcast. That's
It's
what
okay.
we're doing.
They're drawings. It's not real.
So have you
Yeah.
guys?
Wait,
seen-
hold up.
Okay,
Hold
sorry.
up.
Well,
Z, you asked us how our Halloweens were. I wanted to tell you.
you wanted to go.
I really
Yes.
wanted to go.
I wanted to hear.
Let me get my ears in line here. My Halloween was very normal. I'm a dad. I take my kids trick-or-treating. It is Amelia's first year trick-or-treating. She is 7 months old.
Ooh.
Did you go on her own?
We actually found a guy from Craigslist that said he would take her for a few hours while we went with the boys. And so she went with them,
Awesome.
and he said she's doing well and that we'll
Oh
see her
yeah,
soon.
Oh,
that
she's
was a
still
while
up
ago.
Was it? Not that long.
It's like
No.
13 hours ago, right?
longer.
Well, doesn't really matter. I'm sure she's fine. She's a tough gal. But we took the boys out. The boys actually ended up going on their own. Oh shit. Fuck my ass sideways. I was gonna send you guys a picture of what my boys came back with. They went trick-or-treating for an hour and a half, and they came back with just a forklift with like 3 pallets, stacked candy, 2 tons, not just like 20 full-size candy bars, but like I don't know what is the next thing above full-size candy bars, like the things that have to hang
King
on
size,
not even king size, like
party size.
like the share size, yeah, the whatever the fuck that is,
Russell size.
Russell size. Thank you, Zach.
Russell
And
Stover.
they were telling stories of like, yeah, we went to this one house and this guy had a kiddie pool. I think he had kiddie porn too. I don't think they watched it, but he said he had it in case they
What's
wanted
his
to watch
name?
it.
He's probably on my list.
Yeah, I'm sure he's on your Reddit.
Jason, why don't you take a seat?
I'm already sat down.
What are you doing here?
But this guy had a kiddie pool full of candy, and he was using a shovel, and he was scooping shovelfuls into each kid's
Damn.
asshole or bag, whichever one was bigger. And so, like, I remember I met back up
Some
with
kids.
I met back up with my oldest son, Mason, who's 11. And the last 20 minutes of the trick-or-treating, and he's a tough, strong little son of a bitch. And he's like, Daddy, will you please carry this? It was like a fucking, like the bags of salt, the 50-pound ones. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And he was like dragging it. He's like, will you please hold it? And I'm like, this is trick-or-treating. You get through.
You got to
What?
pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
You can only bring back as much as you can carry, so it's pretty fair.
Yeah, and then they got home, they did the trade thing, how you trade. That's like a tradition that I didn't think would last this long,
Dude,
but they did. You get
we
it
had
home,
to
you lay it
kinda-
out, categorize it, trade it. They did
Giving
that.
my ass for those dots.
Yeah, I know you give up your ass for them dots, Jay.
I give my ass up.
Jay would trade everything for the butterscotch candies.
Oh,
But
dude, where are the
this is the
Dip in
picture
butterscotch.
of their candy. Now you guys have to act like you're seeing it.
Holy fuck.
That's
Wait.
insane, right?
They're gonna get the diabetes, dude.
You threw
What was
me
that?
off. I thought I was gonna see it.
And that's
No,
what
I
she
figured we'd
said.
edit it in because I couldn't get there quick enough. But that, I mean, that
That's
is
also
a fuck
what-
ton of candy.
That's also what she said. It's too
Dude.
slow.
I wish so badly that I had kids so I could go trick or treating. Do you take a percentage? Are you their manager? Do you get 10 off the top or
For sure. You more.
So
trickle down candynomics?
exactly. Nice throwback to trickle down demonomics. But we have like a 6-foot round kitchen table, and the boys laid out their candy, and it's like a mound. It reminded me of like
The
Game
drone
of
heap.
Thrones when you have like a stuffed pig in the middle and just like all the fruit, and you got like legs of meat and like other fruit, like potatoes, and it's just like a
Mason's
volcano
just
of
sitting
candy.
at the head, just like cut his balls off. Ow.
That's exactly what he said. And so we did. We cut off Sammy's balls. And
Whoever gets
now
less candy.
Quite a Halloween.
Z, nice reference. Now Sammy is a, what do they call him without the
Eunuch?
balls?
Eunuch.
Eunuch
Is that
or
it?
eunuch?
Eunuch.
He's a eunuch.
Municipal.
I'm not Nick. Eunuch.
But wait, what does Khaleesi call her army? Aren't they something different?
The Unsullied.
The Unsullied. So my youngest son is Unsullied.
That's good. You won't have
Wait, they cut their
distractions.
balls off in the show?
Well, yeah, and their dicks.
Which is weird because
'cause-
they would all just lose testosterone and like
Not
not
fight
be
as well.
great. fighters.
Yeah.
They would be like weak and be like, I'm annoyed that this guy's sword's sharper than mine.
I bet
They'd
they
be
could
all
all sing
estrogened
like
out.
motherfuckers, dude.
Like, I'm
They're hitting
annoyed
those Mariah Careys.
that I have to squat to pee now. It's shitty.
I thought in that show she fell in love with one of them.
Well, the one
Right.
lady did, but I think she just like licked his pee hole or
Yeah,
something.
she just ate him out.
Gross. Just a fucking scar with a hole
I
in
know
it.
that's the whole thing. I'm like, I mean, I've always thought it was weird that on like TV and stuff, if like your balls get cut off or something like that, like the Austin Powers when he like loses his mojo, then he like just loses interest in the lady that he loves or whatever. But I'm like, if I lost all access to sex, I think I'd still love my wife. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'd-
you'd still love her.
you can still love people without sex. I mean,
You love the
it's not gonna make
idea
it so
of her.
you don't think about females. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
I
make
mean,
it
as
so you
like
don't
a-
want a companion.
Exactly. As a companion, you wouldn't be like, I'm out on
So
this.
I thought that was a little harsh. You don't really need to cut
I
that
don't know,
off. You're
dude.
still gonna want
Well,
someone.
that is
I'd
Austin
be into like
Powers.
speedboats and shit at that point. Fucking microblading.
Wow, those are two very different things. I don't
I got a lot of extra time on my hands now.
They're two unrelated things.
I'm really branching out these days.
I love it. I'm proud of you.
Oh shit.
Shout out Ryan De La Rosa. Just made head brewer at his company, by the way.
He's the best guy.
Ooh,
He's
he
the best
does
guy.
brew
Does
some
he
good
still have
head.
long hair or is his hair
Oh yeah,
cut?
he's still handsome.
And his
Stop.
hair's long?
Yeah.
Shout out the long hair. Long hair, don't care. Keep it going. I'm kind of doing the same thing.
I know, I love it.
And he has the middle part too, so that's what I have.
When people like when I have long hair companions, it's like my favorite. Like, and then you find out, I don't know, it's a weird thing, but they come by and they like cut their hair now or whatever, and you're always kind of like, damn it. Like, we lost one.
You lost one. That makes sense.
You
Being
know,
a guy
like-
with long hair, that's a rarity.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
sad
couldn't-
because it's a commitment. It's a commitment.
Yeah, I can't imagine. It's got to be fucking hell every day. I hate washing the hair I have on my head.
Yeah, the key is to just not wash it and be gross.
Exactly. That's what I did when I had long hair. Jay, by the way, your hairline is nice. I wish I had that.
Really? Because every day I'm terrified that it's getting
No,
worse.
that's a really good hairline.
You
I
guys,
mean, it'll probably creep back with age, but I was born with a what do they call that? Receding hairline.
oh, the Adam Sandler.
The Adam Sandler, where it just rip.
It's not really receding, but it kind of makes you feel like it is when it's yours.
Zach, your dog is the best.
I was watching
Look at that! Look at that poop!
He's just stretching out.
And then it just flops its legs down. I wanted to say one last thing about trick or treating. We were out walking with the kids, smoking reefer, smoking
Oh.
meth,
Wow.
the things you do when you trick or treating with your kids.
Sure.
Fucking cool, dude.
And some dude walked up to Monica and he was in a full clown getup, clown mask with the whole clown suit. And he just like stood in front of her and got in front of her face and was all, or like if this white trash motherfucker, I assumed he was white trash instantly,
Some
as you would.
juggalo.
Yeah, as you would. Anyone
I
that's
can
that
tell you
guy,
he probably was not black.
he definitely wasn't black. But he got in front of her face and stopped her in her tracks and was like, oh. And my instant reaction was like, I'm gonna punch this fucking dude. I'm a pacifist, so I didn't. And then he pulled his mask off and he was Mason's football coach. White
Oh.
dude with a goatee. He's like a smaller version of what's that baseball player, McGuire?
I don't fucking know.
Toby Maguire, Spider-Man.
No, he's like one of Zach, put a picture of the famous McGuire baseball player. He's a smaller version of him. And it was like, oh shit, okay, it's him. That's fine. But it made me realize that as soon as people put masks on, some people, not me, just go fucking nuts. And they're like unafraid to do certain things because they're hidden.
Yeah.
And it's wild. I don't know where I was really going with that.
It's like how people are more willing to be douchebags on the internet because
Yeah.
I was gonna say the anonymity.
Yeah, exactly.
You can hide. And like if he accidentally grabbed her boob or something, he wouldn't have had to lift his mask up. He could have just ran away. And you would have never known it was the football coach who just
missed
popped the
opportunity.
field. I know he fucked up, dude. Next time I see Monica, I'm gonna grab her boob.
Mask up.
Yeah. For sure.
Grab a nip.
You're gonna put a clown mask on in front of her and grab her boob.
Does this make it okay? No.
But it reminds me, we have like we have an abandoned hospital in Tooele. That's like some fucking 1940s hospital that just got. It's like same thing with like the New Sweden school we talked about recently. It just got abandoned and just got left there. Never got demolished. Never got like revamped into like, hey, it's a McDonald's. I mean, that'd be a big McDonald's, but. And so someone eventually bought it and renamed it Asylum 49, which is a haunted house where you go pay money, you go into it. It's like the perfect spot for a haunted house.
Yeah.
But god damn it.
They have actual ghosts.
They probably don't. But the people. So I live in this town, not a huge town. The people that sign up to work at places like that are exactly what I thought that clown was. I thought it was some white trash fuck buck. Call him a fuck buck.
Good old fuck bucks.
He was a fuck buck. It's always like the white trashy, like dirty people that sign up to be like, I'm gonna be the clown or I'm gonna have the chainsaw. It's always like the dirt fucks. That's another term, Zach. Dirt fucks.
Yeah.
And you have you got to be sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say kind of takes a certain type, I'd guess.
I know, but like there's certain people on Halloween that decorate their house and you get to go in their garage and it's spooky and they're classy people. They
Mhm.
just think that being scaring kids is fun, I guess. But these
Yeah, I don't look at
motherfuckers,
that job as like I'm here to make money. I look at it as like I'm gonna fuck with people in a weird way, and they have anonymity, and it's like, what are the odds you catch somebody if they did something fucked up in that house? Like, because it's all about hiding and this and that, and I guess there's probably cameras and shit, but
I hope
well,
so.
that's the thing too, is like there aren't cameras because they're white trash people. And you have to sign a waiver that says like we can touch you, we can grab you, we can pull you, but if
Hmm.
you fight back, lawsuit. I mean, they're not wealthy enough to afford a lawyer. But that's like you have to sign a thing being like, yeah, you can fuck with me and pull the woman away from her man into the other room, scare the fuck out of her. I'm just like, what are these type of people? I don't it confuses me.
Just
yeah,
to have
to
that
be
be like
comfortable doing that, I mean, what
It
the
must be like
fuck?
a power thing.
I don't even
more
like being touched, so I'd fucking be like to just touch somebody without consent, all that. You're just that's so invasive.
you'd be all shy and shit. Like you'd go in there, just like think about it. It'd be like just your day at work. So like no matter what happened the day before or before work or whatever in your personal life, whatever mood you got into, and then you just had to go there and do that. That's just so weird to me.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like it's a certain personality type or someone that just wants to be in charge because you work at McDonald's and that sucks and you're 28 and you don't get to see your kids. And it's like I'm gonna scare the fuck out of these people and grab them, scare them with the chainsaw. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting because
And it
that's
won't
me.
violate my parole. And so
Exactly. See
it's a
that
win-win.
that's a win-win. But anywho,
But no, I mean, I'm sure there's just fun people in there, honestly. Half of them, at least, that are just
yeah,
cosplay fans and they like dressing up. And good on you, people.
good on you people.
You,
Scary is fun. I mean, I have a street half a block from me that goes balls out with Halloween.
yeah. And
Like
that
it's
shit's so
insane.
fun.
It's like an entire strip of houses and they all agree we're the Halloween street and
It's like
it's
Candy Cane
fun.
Lane.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Halloween
Exactly.
version of Candy Cane Lane. And it's fun. The kids love it. They're not fucking grabbing kids, bringing them in the backyard, holding them underwater for 30 seconds, being like, "You feel alive yet? Huh? Huh?"
Fucking
And then dunk.
waterboarding them in the back. Like,
Squeal like a pig, boy.
Yeah, it's not that. It's nice, innocent fun. That I'm down for. I love Halloween. Halloween's great.
Dude, but you gotta think on Halloween, I bet there's just that, and I bet there's a lot of them with different versions of this, but there's gotta be that guy that has like the baby fetish, so he dresses up as a big fucking baby and he's like, this is my one day a year I get to be me.
I hope
And
not.
Oh my God, Jay, where is that? I hold
you
on.
don't think so?
Continue because I love this. It's super weird, but I love it.
No,
Well,
these
it's just
people
it's
exist. When my wife used to work at a sex store, I'll just keep names out of it just because.
John and
or
Steve.
don't.
Gerald and Larry's.
Adam
But,
and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
But there was a couple who came in there and they showed her that they were both wearing diapers.
What?
And they basically were like trying to coerce her into coming and being their mom for them and just like playing baby with them.
I could probably get into a lot of weird shit, but that one I don't.
I don't get
Yeah,
into
can you
No.
clean my dye?
Ooh,
Go
that's so
fuck
hot.
yourself.
I need a baba and a diaper change.
Oh, dude, and then you just fuck them with their shit covered ass.
Dude, you pull their diaper to the side and just rail them.
You just rail them with
Oh.
some bit fucking powder all over their butt.
And you're
just, like,
railing
making
them while
clouds, like
making clouds. You
Your
rail
dick's
them
all
while they're
dry.
while they're being like, I'm a goo goo gaga.
Sick.
I'm a baby. Fuck
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Dude, I mean,
hate you people.
I say some fucked up shit, but that is borderline pedo for sure.
Yeah, those
Right?
people
Like,
should all
what
be
else?
jailed.
What else really could that be? Those people should be jailed.
I don't know
Anyway,
what that
that's
would
that's a
be.
rocky subject, maybe. So
Rocky, great
we
movie.
can kind of divert.
Dude.
We
Oh,
talked
fuck
about
me
it.
in my ass. I'm a baby.
Wait, Zach.
I
Zach
can't
has to
do
get
Stallone.
his Stallone. Zach's the only one that can do it.
I do it every time.
I know it's a thing.
And
Hey, I'm
that's
a
why we
baby.
wrote.
You fuck my ass.
Dude, we should all save up our money. Let's get Stallone to do a short 30-second clip of him getting fucked as a baby with his diaper to the side.
Do you think he has
Dude.
a Cameo account?
We do. We're on ours. So.
Yeah.
Well, the
People
foundlings
just don't pay for it. It's free. Hey.
the foundlings should all pitch in money so we can see that video. I want to see his diaper to the side.
I'm gonna guess it's not gonna cost too much these days. I don't know what he's doing, but
Dude, that guy is wealthy as fuck.
Put your
I
diaper
guarantee
to the side. Yeah, dude, he's making money on Creed now and shit too. He's good. He
Yeah,
doesn't
him,
need baby
The
diaper
band?
money.
he's fine.
Yeah, on the band, he invested in Creed.
I can be your hero. Who's Creed?
Not that.
Dude, I
one.
was gonna sing the same song. Who is that?
What?
Oh, really? That's awesome.
That's Enrique Iglesias.
I don't know why
That's
I
not
thought
even
the same
close.
thing.
That is
No,
not
I know
Enrique.
Creed.
is fucking.
I know
Can you take me higher?
That's the same song.
No, it isn't. So Jason one time wrote. We used to have this whiteboard on my fridge when I was growing up. One time, Jason wrote Creed lyrics on it. He just wrote, "Hold me
remember this.
now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking, maybe 6 feet ain't
That's
so
gold.
far down." And he wrote that whole thing, and then my sister was all concerned.
I
She
remember
thought-
that. She thought it was like a suicide note or something.
Yeah, she thought I wrote it as like a cry for help.
Also, that
That's
song has some beautiful guitar in it. I'm just gonna say it. The intro to that song. Go listen to it, or Zach might insert it.
Probably
No, that'd
not.
be
It'll-
copyright.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a great guitar intro.
Great guitar intro. Everything else from Creed. It's kind of like Nickelback. You just have to hate them, right? Is that same?
I think it's
Yeah.
more of a zeitgeist thing. Just everybody kind of has to be in the same boat. We all hate them.
It's like
Not
trendy.
bad music if you really think about it. It's not bad. There's way worse shit out there, but
Yeah,
nobody fucking likes them.
there's almost always worse shit.
Yeah,
It's very
for
true.
sure.
All you aspiring musicians, keep that in mind.
Just think,
Yep.
you can't be worse than ICP, and they
Nope.
were fucking
There's-
big.
There's probably worse. Even
Or most shit
is the
that
scary thing.
most shit that's
Malenko.
popular right now.
Oh, it's
Dude,
fucking-
I'm an old man. I'm like, this music these days is just trash.
I know
there's
people are like, "You heard Little Vert?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is it?" No, I bet he sounds like a rapper.
Dude,
Little Sunday.
I have kids that are. I have to try to keep some like relevance with the music. I can't play them music that I liked. And so it's like, yeah, he's not bad. And then I have to play it in my car and just be like, I'm still cool.
Try to be
My
okay
kid-
with it.
My kids think I'm cool, right, kids?
That's what's kind of nice is like my son, he actually likes the shit I hate is that he likes anime music and I can't stand it. But
Can you give us an example?
I don't have any in mind.
Is it
but
like K-pop?
No, but just like what they would play in the background of an anime.
Oh, that's gotta be rough.
But it's
Oh, that's
also,
weird.
but he also just likes video game music, like that.
So he
game,
just lives in an action movie.
that game Undertale. If you know that game, there's a really
DuckTales.
popular song
Woo!
on there. But it's cool
DuckTales.
because that is like 8-bit chip tunes, that game. So I don't mind listening to that music with him, but
Dude, okay. There's some anime that have some fire ass intros, and sometimes they're too Japanesey and weird. But some of them, like Attack on Titan, the intros are metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Japanese, but metal as fuck, and they're just like,
That's
and you're like, oh shit, okay.
See, I'm not
See,
talking shit on all of it either. It's just that really cheesy stuff like you were talking about, like the really Japanesey, like
There's some bad
cheesy.
shit.
Like that song.
Anime is like always too much in one direction, not the band, but they always go too far in one direction, and you're just like, all right, man, you could cut it back a little and this would just be a good song, but you had to throw in fucking little girls in the back. Atadaki mai. You're like, you ruined it. You fucking ruined it.
Jay, do that again. That was fun.
What, my Asian girl?
Yeah.
Atadaki mai.
That was not the same
Yeah,
energy.
this is going to be our reel for this episode, so
It was in the moment.
make it count.
So play it in your head,
Um,
Jay. I'll dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if
Itare, nice more, hairare me, aikiro. It's like literally that.
I can
I
only
love
think
it.
of that
I love it.
fake one on South Park when they do that anime episode.
Oh, they did a fucking amazing job of it too.
Hey, let's go, Kinkasu. Taiso no Golo, protect my balls.
That's so Pokemon, dude.
Let's fighting love. It's
Oh,
so
I
good.
actually
great.
remember that song.
Yeah, that's a
It's
great
crazy.
one.
Fucking
They just
banana
did
suits
that. I know
uncomfortable.
we're gonna have to go to commercial break, but there's actually a South Park special. It's on YouTube and Paramount Plus, but they did like an anniversary special where they played live a bunch of the songs from the show, and they played that song on it, and it was so great. So great. The whole audience is just all excited, like, protect my balls, and just, it was great.
Dude, I saw a video of the guy that does Jake's voice on Adventure Time.
Oh,
He did.
John
Was
DiMaggio.
yeah, in a live setting. Like, I don't know what they were doing, but he's saying making bacon pancakes. Fucking so weird to see him sound exactly like Jake, but it's not the dog that you're seeing, and he's just like making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. You take a bacon and you put it in a pancake. But everybody's just fucking hype as shit.
Yeah, dude. That's like the most perfect casting ever. Like when you see him, he actually looks like Jake, which
He
I
does. He has like that man's best friend dog, like just draw you in. You just love him.
Shout
he
out.
looks just like me, as these guys said.
No, he looks like
Now, now we're
Where are we
gonna
going with this?
give an ad from our favorite candy supplier, and here we go.
Have you tried the Pudding Man's delicious chocolate yet? Our desserts are made with the finest ingredients and are sure to please everyone. Our customers love our desserts. Come on down and try one for yourself.
all right.
That's candy.
Oh yeah, you just
Party.
heard from our ad from Jan the Pudding Man.
If you ever get my teeth squirting, my sweet teeth squirting, it's for that sponsor right
For
there.
that
That's
nice
a
old
nice
Jan.
sponsor.
Jan.
Jan
Dude.
Jan's pudding, right?
Jan
We've been
the
having
Pudding
Jan
Man.
Jans for as long as I can remember.
And the funny thing is, I've been handing out Jan's pudding to all the trick-or-treaters.
Oh yeah,
and they
dude.
love it.
That look on their face when you just give them a spoonful of pudding right into their bag.
Exactly. Well, we should.
Priceless.
We shouldn't. I mean, they've already paid us. They're a sponsor, and we've already did the ad read, so I guess we'll move on.
Order some Jan Jan the Pudding Man. Promo code
Promo
the
code.
findings.
Oh shit! I stepped on your tits.
You stepped on my dick, man. Stepping on that dick.
Yeah.
I-
So, guys, what's going on lately? This is our podcast.
I was trying to think
Is
if
it now?
did I talk about dressing up as a cheetah?
No.
Is it cheetah?
Man cheetah?
Oh no, Jay, you have it.
Okay,
Let her rip.
dude.
Shane Sutton, by the way. It just came to my brain. Shane
Oh
Sutton.
shit, dude! I never was gonna get his last name.
Same, but I did.
We used to hang out with this kid, Shane Sutton, and we were at his house. We were all hanging out. It was probably like who, me, you, Justin, Zach.
Probably not Justin. He wasn't around then. He was dead.
Oh, okay.
He had
Ooh,
leukemia.
spooky.
Spooky.
But so us three were at Shane Sutton's, and it was late. It was Halloween, and we were kids. We were broke. What? Probably 15. I was.
Probably.
No, probably earlier than that. I think you were. Yeah. Not to bring up dead people on a Halloween podcast, but my dad
Please
wasn't
do.
dead yet. So I think I was like 13, 12, 13.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
then that
dead.
makes this story strange. At what age can you not trick or treat real quick?
15, 16, 14, maybe. It depends on your build, really.
Yeah,
You
it
know
kind of
those, like,
does.
the early sprouters that have a beard in 7th grade.
See,
Shout out
because
Andrew
the weird
Walker.
part of this,
Andrew Walker.
we went to, or I dressed up as cheetah,
Man
full
cheetah.
Cheetah.
costume, man cheetah costume. It wasn't a man cheetah costume. I think it was actually for a young girl. It was tight on me against every bit of my body.
Oh, I wish we had a
And-
picture.
And
Ah,
dude, the best part about it is it wasn't to be funny. It was just to get candy.
We wanted candy, and the first house we went to, they said, "Aren't you a little old?" I was like, "No," but I'm I don't even know, air tight in this cheetah costume against every bit of my young body.
This is a
Like-
6-year-old girl's costume that I
Dude.
stretched my way into.
I looked so weird, and it was just to get candy. I didn't even have a bag or I didn't have a pillowcase like a normal kid or whatever. I swear to God, I had like a plastic bag, which
Like
is
a
just the
Walmart
weird.
bag.
Yeah, like I swear to God, and it's like, who the fuck goes trick or treating with a
it's
plastic
because we just
Walmart
last
bag?
minute, like, go get us some candy, Jason.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're the only one who looks
yeah.
young enough.
And dude, cue the most embarrassing Halloween of my life. I fucking felt like such an idiot, and I don't know why she thought I looked too old, but I was in that thing like
It must have been how tight it was.
that's
I mean,
my
'cause
guess.
That's
you
true.
were at that age, you couldn't have looked like a teenager. Hello, cat. I like that little swipe. Zach, add the sound effects for that swipe. So, I mean, maybe you could have been older than I was thinking. I don't know. But, I mean, that's bizarre that they would, because I remember getting that, because I think every kid in like the 90s, early 2000s had that same comment mentioned to them, aren't you a little old? And you're like, oh shit, man. You're fucking 6'1". You're like, what? I didn't realize. I just like candy.
But when do you ever know? Like,
when they start saying it, I think.
because I must have skipped. I know I didn't go trick or treating for a couple of years, but I don't remember when I started back up on the dog. So I don't remember how old I was.
Jay,
But
here
it was immediately when it was not okay, apparently.
we should do an experiment next Halloween, a year from today, because it's Halloween today. Yep. You wear that banana suit. I was gonna say, yeah, put a mask on, because even if you shave your face, you would still. Well, cat, okay. She's trying to shave you. As soon as I said shave your face, she went.
She's like, I got it.
I didn't
Put a
use
mask
razors.
on. And Jay, I'm curious how many houses you could go to and still get candy.
See what
Just
they
I
usually
honestly-
do. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say, I almost think I could get away with it if it wasn't for my teeth. I think I could get away with it if I shaved. If I had just shaved, like it would only work for like 40 minutes, maybe.
Oh,
But-
because you have adult teeth.
Yeah, and my hair would start growing back. Like I'd have to shave against the grain, do a real good, clean, tight shave, and I
You would,
might
yeah.
pull it off.
But yeah, mask would be best, like ideal. Just a yellow mask, just to finish
Just
the,
like a
the
Hello
banana.
Kitty mask or something.
Or that, yeah.
It reminds
That's
me
an
though, like
interesting one.
what the kids kind of do is they transition. Like you get to a certain age where you can't trick or treat anymore and you're too old. So what you do is you're just a prick and you just go steal the kids' candy.
See, I love that you mentioned that.
And
I was thinking of the exact same thing.
I remember
I
being
never
like
had that happen.
8 years old or something, and my mom had this friend who had these daughters, and I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful, but they were kind of trash. They were trashy.
Sorry, Zach. Bleep that.
We can bleep it. It's okay. But they were kind of trashy, and I ended up spending a lot of time with them because my mom was best friends with their mom. So I went
Hey, I
trick or
did
treating
too.
with them once. Their daughter was about Jason's age, which for those of you who don't know is like 2 years younger than me. And I remember we got done trick or treating and we were hanging out on the porch handing out candy at her house. And this guy came up and he had a skeleton mask on and like a hood, and he was carrying a 2x4 over his shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
And he just like looks at us and we're all like, here, and try to give him the candy. And then he just grabs the little girl's whole bag and just leaves down the street. And then her dad, who kind of unrelated, but had his hand, all his fingers were lost in a meat grinder. And so we called him Thumbs Up Man
Not all of them.
because he still had his thumb. But he went
Thumbs Up Man.
chasing down the road to find that guy, but she never got her candy back.
He couldn't
Dude,
grab
what
him
would
because
he
he had
have
no
done?
fingers.
Yeah, he grabbed the pillowcase, but he dropped it.
He just
Mm.
thumbed it.
But speaking of Thumbs Up Man, I want to tell this story before I forget because it's the funniest thing to me. But there was one night, it was a poker night. Jake was at my house.
How
And
does
I
he
w-
play poker?
Good
Oh,
question.
it's only one hand that has only thumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember we wanted Jake to spend the night really bad. And we were playing Mario Kart, or no, Diddy Kong Racing. And I just remember I was fighting with my mom forever, trying to get Jake to be able to spend the night. Just please, all upset. It's a big ordeal. So Diddy Kong Racing's just sitting there with me in 8th place the whole time, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just fighting with my mom, all this. Jake goes home. I'm all pissed off sitting on the couch. And then Thumbs Up Man goes and finishes the race on Diddy Kong Racing. And then he looks back at me and he goes, 8th out of what? I'm like, it's been sitting there for a half hour. You're last, motherfucker. You're last.
Dude, if Diddy Kong Racing required more than hold on, it's an N64. So
How do you
how
hit
do you
that
press
Z
the? I'm sure he had half a knuckle left that he pressed it down. He did
No,
something. He
dude.
put it on his knee.
The
But I
fact
was
that
so
he finished the
pissed.
race no matter what is just unreal.
He just powered through. He's like trying to go. They're just like doing the laps after the race, and he's like, oh, like trying to beat him and like shooting him with items and shit. Like, I
Oh
got
my
this.
god, dude,
And they
that's
just
good.
knock him away.
Hey boys, guess what? That's gonna be us. We're gonna get old. We're gonna be the old guy being like, I realize I know what's going on with your AI phone device. I'm not
You
stupid.
didn't replace your power cluster this month?
We're gonna be that guy. I mean, it's inevitable. We're gonna be stupid old men that are like,
Oh,
gotcha.
I kind
Dude,
of
I
feel
I'm not
that
smart.
way. Just like browsing through TikTok, I feel that way. I'm like,
Dude, same.
wait, so people
Same.
are pretending to be NPCs? I don't get this. What the fuck is
Yeah.
happening? And then my wife's like, yeah, it's a new TikTok trend. I'm like, but what is it? What
I
makes
never
you
get
take
it either.
what makes you
Yeah.
take your phone out and say I'm gonna record that?
Dude,
I don't
yeah,
fucking get it.
it's the why. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing? And we don't get it. And so we're
And
old.
why is nobody questioning it?
That's when you realize you're old. You're like, why is this happening?
I
don't-
felt old when TikTok first came out. And I would just see ads for TikTok, and it was always just like
Dude.
some fucking dumbass lip singing to something, or just like a dance. But then all of a sudden, everyone's like on TikTok, and I'm like, what am I missing? Is this cool now? Do we like lip syncing videos? It's fucking
Dude, yeah.
lame. This
That
is
was
lame.
That was the initial thing with TikTok. Oh, it's just kids dancing and lip syncing. Oh. And so there was no appeal.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's like the
Jesus, hippo.
you realize it's like it's the more current version of like Instagram stories or Facebook clips. I might have had those too.
No, they
But-
copied TikTok. That came after TikTok.
Exactly. It's the more current version. Like whatever you see on TikTok will eventually make its way to Instagram and Facebook. And so it's like that's why I got on TikTok.
But really, it's like the
And-
spiritual successor to Vine is what it really is,
Yeah, true.
which is obvious. I mean, I'm not saying anything like
Yeah.
mind blowing right here,
But
but
no, dude,
China.
is a superpower.
I've resisted all that shit. I've resisted pretty much everything since Facebook was new. Like
Good for you, Jay.
and it's not like I'm resisting. I don't get it. I don't have an interest in it. Like even Facebook, I get on once a year, pretty much. Maybe I'll check another time. I don't know, for random purposes.
Facebook
I-
has no purpose unless you want to see how your aunt is doing.
But that's the thing that irritates me is if you're on it, people expect you to keep up on all of it. And I'm always like, I can't be in your life all the time. That's
Yeah.
just too much. Like, if you message me, if we're close, I'll respond. But I cannot like just be checking every single thing. You got a notification. So and so went
Yeah,
to
fuck
Chris's
that.
dick house. Check it out. Give them a
It-
review.
It becomes an obligation. It's like a text in a way,
Yeah.
like a missed text where you're like, fuck, I eventually have to respond to this. I don't want to, but I have to. TikTok for me, because I've weeded my way through the algorithm. It's MMA clips, comedy. I mean, you'll always get just some random bullshit TikToks.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I get
it's like sports,
ones where
MMA,
it's
and
opaque.
comedy.
I get ones where it's opaque and there's a lady with her tits out and stuff.
I've seen those too.
Randomly.
My wife
Dude.
has seen those and been like, "What?
I
Watching porn?"
I'm a little embarrassed of this, but for my band 2020 Sonar, I had a TikTok and I tried using like this thing that was supposed to help you get followers. And I
Okay.
know I'm embarrassed of it. I don't usually do that kind of stuff. I just wanted a little boost to get going. And
You shouldn't be embarrassed.
I know. I usually just like to see organic growth rather than paying for it. And it's not really
Well,
because
yeah.
I think it's cheating. I just want to know what people actually like.
It is cheating, but it's also sadly not the world we live in.
Yeah, you kind of
Which
have
sucks.
to, for sure.
In a way, you
Because
do.
you'll literally get buried.
Yeah.
But when I did that on TikTok, it it just did it in a way where it just has you follow people, because most of the time, if you follow people, they'll just follow you back out of courtesy. So like
Okay.
my algorithm got fucked on that one, and like every video was
Oh.
just like, what do they call it, like a thirst trap videos, where every video is just like, oh, my nipples are poking out. And I'm just like, dude, I almost have to delete this account, or I'm gonna like have to get a divorce. Like my wife's gonna be fucking pissed. Like, I didn't do this, you know. But and then with my other, so I have a Dark Pixel Studios TikTok as well, where I just post like music, and I would do collaborations where I'd find people doing acapellas and I would just make a song to it, because that was kind of just like a fun challenge, you know.
I
And
thought it was really cool. I liked it a lot.
thanks, man.
Same.
That's where our theme song came from. But
Shout out.
shout out Bird Brain. Fuck
Bird
yeah.
brain.
Love it.
Seriously.
For real. But my point on that was because I only did that on that account and I didn't really watch anything else. Now it's just music on that account whenever I try to watch videos. And the Findings podcast account, sadly, I haven't watched a whole lot on there. I just post on there. So we really don't have an algorithm on there yet.
I mean, that's fine that we don't.
There's like
Also,
a few other podcasts that show up, but they're mostly just like the big ones, like Theo Vaughn and such.
yeah, like the big podcast apps.
Your
Or
Mom's House. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, let me say this, because my wife, I'm totally fine to scroll my TikTok with her watching, because it's MMA, cars, comedy, and it's just a repeat. And then occasionally there'll be some thirst trap, or what'd you say, Jay? Like an opaque
Yeah, it's
version
like
of
a
like
picture
someone
over a
getting
picture.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they hide it in a way that it doesn't get flagged, but
Right.
it's like clearly someone getting fucked or something. And she's like,
Yeah.
there we go. You're just a fucking horn dog piece of shit.
Or it's
It's
a
like-
picture of a girl with jizz on her face
Yeah.
or something. You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Calm down.
And it's also like, I am a man and I scroll TikTok, and sometimes a woman pops up and I'll watch it for a couple seconds because I don't know, I'm a man and my eyes like certain things, and to be like, oh, okay, scroll, whatever. And then it's like,
100%.
oh, he likes this a little bit. Let's put a little bit more of that into his algorithm. Yeah, okay, I like.
Dude, I think about it every time. Every time that I stop and I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm gonna watch like a little bit.
Why
You
wouldn't you
guys-
watch?
You guys, I really don't want to derail, but can you hear that little squeak? Did you hear that?
Your dog's got a squeaky toy?
Yeah, so my dog falls asleep, right? He's asleep right now and he's barking in his sleep. But his mouth is closed. And so he just
Dude,
does
my
like
dog does the same thing.
he does this little like
Dude,
when he's sleeping, and I'm like, is he just dreaming about like a squirrel or something? Like,
my dog does the same fucking thing. You should record it. I'll record it. It'll be the next episode of the podcast. It'll be an hour of both of our dogs.
Dude.
That's got to be a or a good sign of a happy boy, though.
That's
I
what I'm
think so.
thinking. Yeah, dreaming
My
about
dog's a
chasing
girl, so let's not misgender.
Yeah,
Nope,
Jay,
girls don't
geez.
dream.
Oh,
They
I've heard
haven't.
that.
They haven't for years.
You guys, are we allowed to talk about dreams on the pod, or is that just like really everyone's gonna tune out?
I
I
don't
had a
think
weird
there's
dream
anything.
recently, actually.
Because I had one too, and I was really trying to keep it in my head to tell you guys.
Okay,
So
I will say talk about it, but we have to do current events at the end of this.
it's just because mine is kind of relevant, and it kind of made me happy in a way. Because
Oh, Z, you're frozen.
fucking,
Bam, frozen.
of course, right?
We
When
you
I
gotta play that.
Bam, frozen.
say something,
Dude, the Z you're drooping was a great title. Z you're drooping.
See, you drew me.
bam, frozen.
Bam,
That's so
frozen.
funny.
Okay,
Dude,
but Jay, remember your dream. But
oh, I do.
I got my camera fixed.
Okay,
So
we're back.
I was gonna say it was kind of relevant because remember how we were talking about those stress dreams where we would have dreams that we would be playing like a cremation show again?
Yep.
And it'd be like, oh, I haven't practiced in so long, and it's like terrifying.
Or
Well-
school, high school, not knowing what classes you're supposed to go to.
Yeah, exactly. So I had a dream with the podcast like that for the first time.
Wow.
This week I had a dream that we were literally sitting down to do the podcast, and I got a knock at my door. But we were all in the same room doing the podcast together. It was like a special trip you guys made to do it all together. And then
Fuck, we
fucking
should.
at the door is Brett and Taylor Hawkins.
What?
And I was so happy, like so happy. I'm like, Brett gets to be on the pod. Oh my God. And we go downstairs and we're getting ready to do it. And then there's another knock at the door, and it's your brother and his fucking dude.
No.
Whose brother? Jason's
Yours.
brother?
Your
I-
brother. And
I
it was
don't have a brother.
yes, you do.
My uncle.
But it was the most anxiety inducing thing in the world, because then we were just trying to get your brother to leave the entire
Oh
time.
my God.
And Brett was getting all stressed because your brother was being an asshole to him.
No.
And it really made me fucking miss Brett. I miss Brett so fucking bad. So if like Taylor Hawkins hears this, and I miss you too, Taylor, I really do. But
Yeah,
Miss Taylor,
same.
but also, did I dream about Brett too?
yeah, and I'm like,
At least once every 6 months.
well, he used to
dream
call
about him.
us, would you say like in our 20s, like when he moved away from us, he probably called us at least every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Just to check in and be a friend.
And also, while he
Damn.
lived in Idaho Falls with us, he was like the most proactive friend ever. He was like making us mixtapes, which were CDs at the time. But he's like, I was thinking about you. I made you this 20 song CD of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And that was like what I listened to. Brett was
Yeah,
like that dude.
We'd just have those in our
Bro.
car for like a couple months, like Brett's new mixtape.
Dude, I miss the fuck out of that guy. I don't know where he is now. I'm sure he's still Brett.
Yeah. He's
Brett,
so
if you hear
great.
this, Brett, just text me. I have the same fucking number, dude.
Me too. Since I was
Same.
15, man.
Text us.
Same. Dude, I wish I would have known Brett when, like, it sucked because I knew you guys since I was a kid, but Brett I met later on, and I was hanging out with guys older than me by grades.
Right.
And so for him, it was probably weird. They're like, why the fuck is he around? You know, I always felt like we had a weird disconnect
think
or
so.
something.
Till they
No.
got to know you, and then everyone's like, oh, this is the funniest fucking person in the room. That's why they're hanging out with him.
Yep.
I was drunk all the time. It was a problem.
Still the funniest guy that I know. But
Indeed. Shout out Jay.
Well, thank you guys. I don't take compliments. I'll have to put those in a box under my bed and never look
Put
at
it-
them again. But
Put it in your peel of your banana suit.
But Jay, so we got a little bit of time. Do you want to tell your dream story?
dude. Well, now I feel bad. It doesn't really have anything to do with what we were talking about, other than it was a dream.
That's
But-
okay.
Dude, it was so weird. Okay. So I go to this like carnival festival, basically like the Blackfoot Fair in a sense,
Mhm.
something like that.
Idaho State Fair.
Bam!
Arm wrestling state champ for 3 years when I was 8.
Nah,
through
but I
10.
tried and lost immediately in the first round. Never did it again. But so I go to this thing. This is how it starts. I park my car and I'm looking for a spot at first, like because I couldn't find one near the place. So I find this place in a neighborhood. It's a cul-de-sac. I just park on the street in front of a house, whatever, walk across the field to it. Also,
Wait, was it?
by the
Hold
way,
on. Was this a recent dream?
very recent. Yeah. It was
Okay.
like, probably within a week.
Okay.
And then I'm going with Robbie Owens, but Robbie Owens has
Weird.
like a fucking tattoo on his cheek, a fucking earring,
He's been through it.
like, but like stylish as fuck. All right, like he was just somehow he had style down. He was dressed to the nines, but anyways, we're walking across this field. We go to the fair. I don't like all that's not even a memory in a sense. I don't remember anything that happened there. I remember suddenly walking back to the car after everything with him. We're looking for my car. My car's not where I parked it in this cul-de-sac. So we look around forever. Finally, we see it in this back, like it's like a side garage on basically a trailer park, like a what do you call that? Single wide
Yeah.
Okay.
trailer.
Like what I lived
And-
in.
Same. And yeah, so it's in this weird rush, and they have my car like the bumper off, they have wheels off on the front, like
Oh no.
they're starting to take it apart, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go in, I talk, it's basically like a gang, and I'm not trying to say nothing. Maybe I'm racist in my dreams.
Blacks.
Hispanic.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And I'm very attracted to Hispanic women. So that's
Same. And blacks
I-
as well. Depends on the
Same.
face, but
and I don't know where that's coming from, but they were Hispanic, but they were literally a gang. And we talked to them for like a while, and I'm like, just give me my car. And Robbie was like, I'll give you $600 just to
600's not bad for
weird number, but I remember it. He's like, I'll give you $600 to put it together. That just must be what he had at the time, I
Yeah,
guess.
I assume in your dream that's what he had.
Yeah, and the guy was like, okay. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna have to go get it. And he's like, no, that's not the deal. It's like, if you don't have it right now, he's like, no. And so this is a weird dream, guys. This is what
This is
fucked me up
weird.
so bad.
This is like a Netflix series, like a mini
Dude,
series.
I woke up the most stressed I've been probably in my
You're like, where's my car? Where's my bumper? Where's my wheels?
Dude,
These
this is why I
Hispanics.
remember it so well. I woke up just so fucking stressed. So after this, we left. I don't
Wait, still in your dream? I thought you woke up.
No, this is still in my dream.
Okay.
I left that place, went to sleep, woke up in my dream again, right?
Same dream.
Right?
Oh, that's
Same
confusing.
dream. yes, and I checked my pockets first thing in my dream. I must have had some clarity, and I was like, I still don't have my keys. And I was like, holy shit, that was real. And so I thought it was real. And then I go to some weird fucking dive bar after renting, because I didn't have my car. I rented a pastel blue Kia Stinger.
What?
Dude, this is how specific I remember this shit. Like, it was so stressful because it was so real. And I drove it to this dive bar. I'm at this dive bar. My boss Jeff is there, and I'm like, hey man, aren't you supposed to be at work? Because I was already stressing that I wasn't at work yet because I was still trying
Oh,
to figure my
God.
car shit out.
Another added layer of stress.
Dude.
Fucking hate
Yeah.
this stress streams.
And so I'm almost done, but so I'm there. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be at work? And he's like, well, that's where I'm headed now. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? At this time, this guy goes, hey man, you want a beer? And my boss Jeff has not drank in years. He's won't talk about it, but he hasn't
Sober.
drank in years. And he's like, no, but I'll pour it out for you. And he pours it out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so he leaves, and that's it. That's it.
the end. And then you
That's
had to
the
wake
end.
up.
And then I woke up and I was like, I don't have a car. Like, I'm just, still
Oh, yeah,
half
you
in
wake
it.
up
I'm like,
with all those. Oh, God.
dude, I fucking wanted to kill myself that morning. It was the most stressful dream. I told everybody at work about it. I'm like, I can't even explain how that affects you.
Dude,
It's so
that
fucked.
is the crazy thing about like a super realistic dream is it fucks with you depending on how traumatic it was and how realistic. It can fuck with you for the entire day, maybe 2 days. I wish we had enough time. How much time do we have?
2 minutes.
Yeah, we don't have enough time. But I'm going to try anyways. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay, so I had a dream. Fuck. I don't have it. Okay. God damn it. Let me do a backflip. All right, I'm
Get it.
back.
All right.
I had a dream that
I'll be back.
did my phone just die?
No, I see you.
Oh, my phone just went black. Oh no, Z's phone went black.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell my dream this episode. I'm going to save it for the next. What I will give you in the last 2 minutes is a current event that happened today in Tooele, Utah. Tooele is on a hill. The whole thing's on a hill. And we get a lot of semis coming from like gravel pits that run through our town to go to construction sites. And a dude at the top of Tooele, his brakes failed, and he had double trailers full of gravel, semi truck,
Oh, fuck.
probably like 150,000 pounds worth of shit that he was carrying. His brakes failed, and he just had to try to wind his way down Main Street, taking out cars and shit. He eventually made it to the busiest part of Tooele, which is Main and 1000 North. And he just plowed through like 7 cars and crashed into our main car dealership, right into their front windows, exploded, fire, probably multiple people dead. I'll have to check the news. That's a day in Tooele.
God damn.
And that wasn't a dream.
Holy fuck.
On that note, we got to shout out
Coral.
the
How you
foundlings.
doing, girl?
Coral, our biggest fan. She's
Coral,
been
Coral.
loyal. Wes, Adam O'Connor, Kenzie, Ryan, Justin, Chase,
Avery.
Dimitri.
Probably
I don't want
doesn't know
to
it.
if Avery, I don't want to forget anyone. We love you guys. We love our wives, Tia,
We love you
Monica,
guys. We love our
Jasmine,
wives.
Love you.
That's
guys.
our slogan.
Love you,
We
family.
love y'all.
Remember
Money.
to make the money.
Oh God. No. Please. Please don't. Oh God.